Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razor. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the PC. In the last episode, we made our way here to the open world, or the first open world area, the grasslands, and we talked to that guy over there. We have to go down over here to advance the storyline. Abandoned dock. So I'm going to be rushing through the open world because I want to get all the characters, and then I'll come back here to the grasslands later once we have all the characters, and then I will do the open world here. So don't worry, I will be 100%ing all the open world areas. So don't worry about that. I have to assess these enemies again. We fought them in the last episode, but after I ended the last episode, my game crashed, and I didn't save it, so rip. First time it crashed, too. This is why I turned down the settings, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't want to risk the shit crashing. I feel like the lower the settings is, the less likely it'll crash. Oh, I got a bee spawn, nice. Why don't you do arrow on the other one? And I don't think I'm going to do anything else. Because I want to steal from the other guy too. Oh, it's got another bee spawn. Awesome. Now we'll do fire. Launch them into the air. funny. The stagger systems from Final Fantasy 13 as well. Final Fantasy 13, you know, it's still, the system from Final Fantasy 13, the stagger system, still been used in like every Final Fantasy after it, you know, like, well, not every Final Fantasy after, but most of them. Final Fantasy 15 kind of had it look like it was where you could break the enemy, you know. It's kind of like stagger almost. And then 16 had the stagger. Final Fantasy 7 Remake had the stagger. And also this game. So. But Final Fantasy 13 was the first one to have it. Oh. I swear I reference Final Fantasy 13 more than any other game on this channel. It's crazy. That game was rent free in my head, I swear. And I don't even think it's that great of a game. I don't even think it's barely good, you know. I'd say it's good, and that's about it. But I just reference it a lot for some reason. That and Pokemon, even though I don't even play Pokemon anymore. Anyway, let me up the volume here.
Well. If it ain't my favorite group of hitchhikers.
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Thanks again for the ride to Calm.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do for two such lovely young ladies. But I do believe I neglected to introduce myself. The name's Bill, and you can count on me for a lift anytime. Except today, that is. Afraid the old bute's pulled up lame. Sorry about that.
No biggie. We're enjoying the fresh air. Thanks, though.
You, know someplace we can hunker down?
Hunker down, you say? Oh? I'd almost forgotten what it was like to be young and in love. Y'all just head straight that away toward the swamplands, You'll find an abandoned building by the dock. I guarantee no one will bother you there. Swing by the ranch once you're done with whatever you got going on. Love to keep chatting, but this rust bucket ain't gonna fix itself. Just had to start acting up on me. Temperamental old goat.
Bill's cool. I like Bill. I didn't mean to slash him there though. Bill be pushing up daisies if I could damage him. Need to fight the orc enemy again and the Mandragora again as well because, like I said, my game crashed. In the game's defense, though, I was watching the video. I was watching the last episode I recorded. So it was using resources. You know, I had the game open in the background. I didn't close the game. So I had the game open in the background, plus I was watching a video. And that's a lot of, you know, GPU and CPU usage, you know. A lot of memory usage as well. Hey, quit bulldozing me, you idiot. That's got another beast spawn, alright. You get an EXP for that battle? It said 50 gil, I didn't say EXP. What the hell? What the hell is that all about? Was that a glitch? Or did I get EXP as it didn't show it? Interesting. Alright, new Toxic Rat, which I didn't show in the last episode. I don't think we fought the wolf either, so I'll analyze it as well. Grasslands Wolf. Get him off me. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be like a low level run because I'm going to be rushing through the areas. Because I'm just trying to get through this shit to get all the characters. But I'm also looking around for like shinies and stuff as well. So, this is what I'm doing right now. Looking for stuff to pick up. Because I'm a loot hoarder. Mind if I roll need? Alright, here's the swamplands area. Oh, I got some collectibles over here too. And more over here. Might as well pick up all this shit. But we're speedrunning, ladies and gentlemen. You can call me Razor XP the Speedrunner. And you can also like the video and subscribe as well if you're new. Alright, we got a first chest in this episode. Let me zoom in and out here so people know where it's at. And we got a Sleek Saber for free, which something I could have bought. Glad I didn't buy it. Well, it's Firebolt Blade. Also has another materia slot, so you always want to equip that. If it has an extra materia slot, make sure to equip it immediately. Alright, let me up the volume again.
No sign of Shinra.
Yeah.
Looks like an old Republic landing.
Could borrow a boat, make our way across. Then, head on through the mines and keep going till we hit Junon.
Sure. Why not?
You'd trust these rotting hulks?
I mean, we could.
Let's not.
Then maybe we swim it.
This swamp is home to the deadly Midgard Swarmer. Beware.
But even if you're slow, you can rent a Chocobo. We'll see you safely past being nothing if not fast.
So just give Bill the word, and he'll pick you out. A bird!
Well, can we rent some birds?
Can we?
Fine.
Begging to go get birds. How about this? How about I turn it against y'all? We ought to suck my dick and please, pretty please. How about that? Like, come on. You don't need to beg. And we got some orcs. And an enemy I didn't show off in the last episode, Moo. I gotta assess it again because, like I said, my shit crashed. I got some iron ore, nice. Oh, I was gonna move, but I was in the middle of an attack. Damn it. I forget if I used Analyze on these yet or not. I'll do it again here. Yeah, I guess I did. I got an MP here.
Should we be worried about those things?
We're fine,
How can you be so sure?
because I've read the field guide. Like any good soldier.
Local wildlife will only attack while on the hunt or in defense of their territory.
Why'd they be scared of deers for? I need to collect near, around. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, let's head up there. We're headed to the Bill's Chocobo Ranch. Yeah, save it as well. I'm gonna keep periodically saving the game because it doesn't auto-save enough. So, and it already crashed on me once. But that was because I started watching a video while I had the game open. It's a lot of resources being used, you know.
Pleasure to see you all again. And welcome to my humble ranch.
Managed to get your truck fixed?
Indeed I did. You must have been my lucky charms. She started up right after you left. Anywho, what can I do you for? You in the market for some fine-feathered friends by any chance?
Are we ever? Need 'em to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B, but now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though, Chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgard Sormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo. Nature's two-legged limousine.
So, can we rent some?
Sure can. My grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
Alright.
There's something I can help.
Okay, we can learn about stuff here. But we already know about all that stuff, so I'm not going to bother to do it. Actually, I might as well do it. In case I need to. In case I'll just skip through what he says, though.
That'd be the serpent that lives in the swamp. Longer than a river, quieter than a whisper, and quicker than a lightning bolt. Cause the water does so much as ripple, it'll come barreling after you. Eat that maw and all. Gives me chills just thinking about it. Lucky for you, most
Skip
chocobos
through it.
outrun the devil.
I could skip it as well, but
Any man of the road would have heard the
not going to take that long anyway.
sword, you've been the subject of a few yourself. Of course you have. If there's one thing I know besides chocobos, it's how to spot a seasoned frontiersman. You could talk to Billy over in the stables. He'll be happy to tell you all you need to know.
Alright. So there's collectibles around here. But also want to rest here as well. Okay, you can get a steel material for 100. I guess I could buy a second one. A second ice materia there. Give him a steel materia. Go ahead and spend some points here. I did this in the last episode, but I gotta do it again because the damn, like I said, the okay. Yeah, let's get some collectibles around here. Yeah, some over there. Bum, 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 bum. This is where you meet Chadley for the first time later. And he'll be very helpful with the open world stuff later. Collectibles in there, inside the barn too. Can I get the Choco Mog materia? By talking to one of the Chocobos? Nope.
Howdy! Saw the sign. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
I'm sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could've fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding. But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1,000. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours. Free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico. The hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet. By far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Alright. We have to go rescue a Chocobo. And we got another weapon here. Thomas Rod. Which has Chrono Aegis on it.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is he's just doing his job. We understand, I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents... Say, are you guys from Midgard? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam?
Yeah, we do.
Well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Wall.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they get help.
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh, take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye. Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for Chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do.
Chocobo gear. A ranch's tech shop will have Chocobo gear for sale, which can only be traded for golden plumes. These rare feathers can be obtained by wrangling new Chocobos or repairing Choco stops. Yep, and you can buy, materials here to make stuff.
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
Golden plumes, new discovery mode. And we got another chest here. We'll go metal, the first one. We'll be collecting those throughout the game, obviously. Alright, let's go out and...
Pico, let's try looking for some tracks.
We got some collectibles over here. And there's a Chocobo right there.
Yeah, come on. Y'all, let's go bag us a Chocobo.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Prey? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah?
Isn't he just the cutest? You know, they are kind of similar.
Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Whoa!
Back to the ranch it is then.
Come on. There's our guy. Nothing beats a little taste of home, now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
There we got ourselves a Chocobo. You want to make everything one time, by the way, because you get a bonus. You get the points that are shown on the side of the item. And you unlock, once you get that, you unlock new materials or new stuff to make. So, yeah, like with this, we need iron ore, which I've been stealing, and then wood sprite armlet. You can find by roaming around. Alright. Alright, here's Chadley again from Remake.
Hey there.
What a pleasant surprise. You do remember me, don't you? I knew you would. It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here? I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remna Wave towers first. They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but were claimed by Shinra after the war. Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow. As will the area I can survey. I might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
If we find any, we'll turn them on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target. And this will activate it. As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you. Here we are. Tower activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources. After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel. I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels. In return, I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask? These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? With a special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator, or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan. Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? Which particular task would you like to learn about? While it is normal for creatures to adapt to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in the process. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. Simply put, life springs are formed when the life stream breaches the planet's surface. To Shinra, the volume of Mako that can be extracted from these springs is insignificant, certainly not worth the expense. But to us, they are a veritable font of knowledge. In order to tap these precious reserves, however, you will first need to find them. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. In certain remote areas, fragments of planetary wisdom have coalesced into crystalline forms. Though the knowledge contained within them is vast and varied, one subject is of particular interest to me, that of summons. If you would analyze the crystals in my stead, thus extracting said knowledge from them, I can use it to enhance our materia. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. Ah, yes, I was hoping you would ask. I detected some strange energy signals earlier. My current theory is that they emanate from the remnants of ancient artifacts. But until we investigate, there's simply no telling what the sources might be. And since we have yet to identify them, I have taken the liberty of naming these objects proto-relics. A rather endearing name, if I may say so. At any rate, I would be grateful if you could investigate said curiosities and ultimately recover them for study. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? In that case, I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like?
Alright, so these are new to remake, or Rebirth. Fire and ice materia, so it has fire and blizzard combined. Just takes longer to master it, you know. You don't need to get these two because they're already maxed. You can get those last. Just get those two. Get one of each of these two, and then you can start powering these up.
I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
Alright. Summon Entity Titan. We won't be doing anything that right now. Alright.
Hey, perfect timing. Pico's all prepped. But first, here. You just give that whistle a toot and your Chocobo will come a-running. So, who here's never been on Chocoback?
I haven't.
Why don't we take a few laps to get you comfortable then? Come with me.
Hi, how can I help you today? You're welcome back here anytime.
Here's where we get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community. Won't find a ranch around here that doesn't compete.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a holler? Remember now, just give your whistle a blow to ride your choke. Okay, but how's about we... That was something else. You and Pico are a perfect match. Might even have what it takes to win a race or two at the Gold Saucer.
We can't thank you enough, Billy.
Oh, that reminds me. Y'all mentioned you're flat broke, right? Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you to ask around for work. Though, don't run off just yet. My sister's looking for help. Not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had fun helping people in Sector 5, right? Same deal.
You looking to practice?
Alright, got first that time. Yeah, I wasn't talking the whole time, but yeah. No. Done with that garbage. Also D Chocobo. Took a little while to complete it, but yeah, we're not gonna be doing side quests right now, so we'll come back later and do it. I don't think we need healing, do we? No. Alright, let's get out there. How long have I been recording for, though? This is probably a good time to end. So, I'll end the video here. And in the next episode, we'll keep advancing the storyline. We have to go down here. Through the swamplands. So we had to activate the Chocobo. Had to go over here, I think. Maybe not. I think you just found wild chocobos now, right? Or something, I don't know. Didn't they give us a chocobo whistle? Oh yeah, called chocobo, there we go. Come here, you idiot. Where are you going? Damn thing tried to run from me. Alright, but I'm in the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.